Hey guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. Today I am here to do a flip through of the butterfly journal that I've been working on, but I first wanted to start out by highlighting this gorgeous card that I received from one of my junk journal buddies, Lori. She has been an instrumental person in keeping in touch with me during kind of my difficult periods that I've been going through over the last little while. We've never met in person. We've just kind of become friends online through one of the junk journal sites that I am part of, or that we're both part of. And I just wanted to give her a big shout out. Thank you so much, Lori, for constantly checking in on me, making sure I'm okay, and just being an all-around super friend. I totally appreciate you. And she sent me this beautiful card, sending lots of happy. Look at this gorgeous stamping and the layering. I love it so much. And then on the inside, she wrote me a little message and yeah, a handmade card. And then she made me this gorgeous piece of ephemera. And I'm so excited to be able to have this and be able to put it into my own personal journal. That is just such a beautiful piece. And I love that you signed it. You totally should always sign your work, you guys. So thank you very much, my dear friend, Lori. I totally appreciate you. And I am so glad that we were brought together and that we met. So there is that. Thanks, Lori. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this journal. I think it's done. I'm pretty sure it's done, guys. I do still have to sign it, but I wanted to do a flip through, and I was kind of deciding what I want to do. I don't know about you guys, but Etsy's good and all. I don't want to be bashing Etsy, but goodness gracious, it's a lot to put your stuff on there and all the things that you have to fill out and whatnot. So what I'm actually going to do, you guys, is I am going to try selling this one on my Ko-fi site. So in the description box below, you will see the link to my Ko-fi site. That's where you can go over. It's a place that you can check out some of my work, as well as I know some people had asked how they can, assist me. You can leave a tip over there, whatever you like, but I'm going to sell this bad boy over on Ko-fi. So let's get started. So this was the envelope journal. This is a 9x11, I think is what it was, journal, or 9x14, something like that. And I folded it over and I created a journal cover with that envelope. So this is already kind of a chunky monkey. So the person is not going to be able to likely fill it too much more with things. Well, I shouldn't say that. Look, it can totally open up this much more. Okay, so you've got, if you don't mind a gator mouth journal, then it definitely has room to expand. I made sure that the tie was big enough that it could accommodate adding more, but just, it's user preference, right? So literally all I did was to tie this, I'll just untie it and I'll show you. So all I do to tie this bad boy up is I go in a clockwise motion around, and then I just tuck it under like that. You can tuck it over again if you want. And then it just kind of sits like that. It's got these beautiful beads. It just is a lot of fun. Okay, so let's open this up and take a look. It's an exposed signature. It's just one signature in here, and that's probably why it is so chunky monkey. I like to make bigger journals, or typically make bigger journals. So this was a bit of a challenge for me to keep it small and manageable, and not over decorate, because I just love adding things. So all right, so the first thing that we have here is, if this bugs you while you're working in your journal, the great news is it's attached to a journal card that's in here. So lots of space to write on the back of here, just with some kind of glued extra pieces, what do I want to call them, neutral pieces. And then in here is another journaling card that I made, and you can write on the back of that as well. So there's definitely other things you can tuck in here. If you don't like that in there, you can just go ahead and use this, but I think it's cute. So I've got it in there. And this was just a piece. Oh, I don't think I have that piece around me right now. But it was, honestly, it's just a piece of junk mail that I covered, and I think I showed that on one of the videos. And then this just is the top of the opening of the envelope. So you actually have a secret compartment if you want. If you have little notes that you don't want anybody else to see, all you have to do is open this and then tuck it in further into this little pocket. It doesn't go all the way down, but you can definitely tuck it in here and no one else should see it. Or if you wanted, you can actually take a knife and cut this open, and then that could be a little secret pocket as well. So, I mean, you can do that yourself if you want. I just kind of left it closed. So there we go, we'll tuck that in. Actually, I want that journal card down just a little bit more, like that. But you can do it however you like. All right, so we open that up. The first page here, I didn't actually end up doing anything with this first page. I thought about making a clear pocket. That's something that the owner can do if they want to add a pocket. They definitely can, not a problem. I'll just leave that for them to kind of figure out. I do have to still put in my letter to the journal, or letter from the journal maker to the journal owner, my letter that I include, so I will have to do that. In here as well. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but I'll find a place. So this is our first page. This kit again, I don't remember where it was from off the top of my head, but I will look and try to make sure I link it down below. And then I just have some collaged border here on this page. This is a digital eco die from Liana Scrap on Etsy. Oops. Turn 2 pages. No, I didn't. It's just this one. The back side just has a stamp on it. Some more of the digital. This is some of that reference paper that we made. So I just stamped a couple images, and then I took a script stamp or a typed stamp that I have and stamped that on some coffee dyed paper. I have a coffee dyed stencil that I added. I probably would step this up a bit more and add some splatters to this, but again, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. The person who gets this journal can jazz it up however they want. And on this side, I just have some cute little washi tape that has some gold kind of little florals in there that you can see. I just love this stain right here. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me happy. Some more of the digital. Some more Liana Scrap eco dyed. Yeah, is this from her eco dye? I believe it is her eco dyes. In here we have a pocket that we made just from that masterboard. Again, the importance of masterboards is you can create ephemera really quickly and lots of it, which is really nice. And you don't have to use it all in this one journal. You can keep it and use it for a different one. I've got a couple pieces that I didn't use, so I added this really cute little butterfly lacy piece just as the tag topper. Some Tim Holtz girls here just kind of hanging out. Leap of Faith, I just like them, they're so cute. And then on the back you definitely can write on it. This little piece I just got from the dollar store, you guys. Again, purchased before. I've purchased it a long time ago. So I haven't purchased anything this year for any of this. Part of the collection, or that junk journal kit, just a little tag to write on. And then this book page is just from a gardening book. So then in my haste of gluing things down, I accidentally glued a pocket right on the other side. But that's okay, not a big deal. It's a nice strong page now. And in this pocket that I created, I added some lace to create a second kind of little pocket. And I just stuck in a cute little ticket. This is just a sticker. And then another little ticket. I think I got these online. Most of the stuff that I try to get is free. So I just search for free things on Pinterest or the internet and kind of come up with it from there. Another little tag. This is from the masterboard as well. And then this little saying is from a piece that I either got from, not Etsy, I got it from AliExpress or Temu. So I just love that. I'm still learning to love the parts of myself that no one claps for. That is just so beautiful. Added a little piece of lace with some gold embellishment on it for the tag topper. Again, writing on the back, just stapled it, nothing too overly fancy there. Tuck that bad boy back in. more of the kit papers, more of the Liana scrap dyed. And so for this particular one, what I did is, if you have digitals, blow them up, make them really, really big. It changes the look of them. You could do the same thing by making it a lot smaller, but I wanted to cover the entire page, and it just really brings out the details in the lace that was scanned. You know, all these little webbing bits. It's just so beautiful. I love it. Another reference page that we created, and again, just adding a little pop of color just kind of brings the page alive. And on this side, I just stamped the corners just with a fun corner stamp or embellishment stamp that I have. And then a fold out writing page, just some ledger paper. Another page from the kit. And again, more Liana Scrap Eco Dyed. Again, I blew this one up and you can really see the doily that was on there. This is a piece of just music paper that I got from a book from a Goodwill store a long time ago. I apologize to any clarinet people out there. This is clarinet music. If it was violin or piano music, I likely would not have used it. I would have actually kept it to play with it. But this is clarinet music. In this pocket, I did find a place for that journaling card, postcard that I had taken out. And then I just thought it was cute to add this piece of paper here, which is just like a little coloring page, but I love the butterflies. I loved kind of how they contrasted or kind of compared to the ones on this page. These ones are so tiny in black and white, and these ones are just so big in black and white, and I kind of like that. So we will tuck that back in there. And then on the back of this, it's just some leaves. So the person can either cover it with neutral papers so that they can write on it, or they can write in these sections here if they want and then still color. It's all good. Works out well. We'll just tuck that back in there, and again, just a really simple pocket from that music paper. Digital kit paper. Here is this really fun flip-flap belly band that we made. Flip-flap pocket belly band is what I called it. So underneath there is this journal card that we created during our tidy up session, which is really cool. I love that. I love that I was able to create a piece while I was cleaning up, right? Who doesn't like to craft while they clean? Or create, I should say, while they clean. I just don't like the word craft. I'm sorry, you guys. And then again, of course, this we've seen everything kind of pulls out. All these little tabs. This again is from an envelope as well. But we have all these little journaling cards with these kind of little tag toppers to them, or what are they called? Tabs, sorry, tabs. And they just kind of hold in the pockets from flapping around. So this one will now open up after I remove the one beneath it. And then the same thing here, I can now open that, and then this will open. If I wanted to open this without opening this one, then I would have to pull this tag out, and then I could open. Okay, and then as you can see here, we've created a little window, and it has this very long and tall journal card in it. And I'll do it like this so you can see. So when I pull it out, isn't that cool? I just love that you can see each individual butterfly come through there. And I did not do anything else to this piece of paper. It was beautiful. This is 49 in market paper, I believe, that I used. Just something I had laying around. I was too afraid to use before. And I decided it's time to pull it out and use it, because it's not doing any good sitting on my shelf, right? So we'll tuck that back in. We'll push it just enough so you can see that butterfly. It just worked out so perfectly, you guys. I couldn't have asked for a better fit. That was amazing. And then we will tuck this little journal card, tag journal card thing, whatever you want to call it, back in there. And then it holds that closed. This is my coffee dyed paper that I did. It's on some of the kit paper. More Liana scrap. Again, I blew it up so that you could see this detailing here. This is that mamagami paper. So basically you just take a piece of paper, you crumple it up, crumple it up, crumple it up, open it up, and then you take some hand lotion and you put it all over the paper, and then you crumple it up again, and you just kind of keep unrolling it or unfolding it and then crumpling it back up again and adding, you know, lotion as you go along, just little bits at a time, and then it creates this beautifully soft, almost suede feeling like paper, and it's just an interesting piece to have in a journal, and you can still write on it. And then I just used my ink pad just to kind of bring out those wrinkles. So you could definitely glue something on this, you could write on it, whatever your heart's desire. I ended up making a little rip in this one, so I used some washi stickers to cover up that rip. Some more of that eco-dyed paper. You can see that there was a leaf here at one time. That's how she got the pattern on there. I think it's so beautiful. And then, oh, I gotta glue that down just a wee little bit. I had wanted to do that earlier and I forgot. So this is some of my faux vintage tape, and it's just made with a clear label and some alcohol inks. The only problem is the I think the alcohol inks change the composition of the label just a little bit. It almost makes it a little bit more brittle, which really reflects what happens to vintage tape or old tape, but it also takes some of the stick away. So you definitely want to add, I thought I had added glue stick on this when I was doing it. I'll have to go back and watch the video to see if that's what I did, but if I did use glue stick, the glue stick isn't the best thing to use. You'll want to use art glitter glue, just to be safe. And then this is another reason why it's so important to go through your journals a couple times after making them. Just go through and, you know, making sure that everything is stuck down the way you want it to stick down, that nothing's pulling up, there's no rips, there's nothing that needs to be kind of, you know, tweaked or what have you. But this should be fine now with that art glitter glue. And just burnish it down really well with your bone folder so that that glue adheres, and then you should be fine. Okay, some more of that beautiful eco-dyed paper. Again, you can see the leaf here, that mamagami paper. I think this is where the rip was. I added that little butterfly. There's the other side of that eco-dyed paper. Just beautiful, that kit paper. My coffee dyed paper. And then in here we have just a little folio that's clipped in, and so I just created this. This was a piece from the kit, and I put it on some more sturdy cardstock and added just some embellishing. I've added some gold around the edge. This is done with this picket fence paper glaze. I got this from Scrap and Stamp Canada online store. I used to be on their design team, and I love this stuff, and it's starting to solidify a little bit on me, so I need to make sure I'm using it more. And then it just opens up, and you have some writing space there. There's the back. And then I created this little kind of dangle. I have just some pieces of ribbon, lace, whatever you want to call it here, on a ribbon crimp, and then I added a jump ring and a little butterfly charm to it. How about I hold it so that you guys can see it? And I just love it. I think it just finishes this off so nicely. I think it's super cute. And then just stuck on with a little paper clip, so the person could actually put this in a pocket if they want. They could, again, you can add more pockets to this journal for sure if you want. I have to really rein myself in on one signature journals because I have a tendency to over decorate, and then I don't leave room for anybody else to do anything in it. So I just have to temper myself. It just means I need to make more journals. Some more of that beautiful kit, and then the clarinet music. Again, so the person can, on this page, you're like, well, what do we do with a page like this? Well, you can do many things. You can glue a pocket on there. You can put gesso over it and write on it, paint on it. You can do anything you want. Put some stickers on, you know, whatever you like there. Some more of that eco-dyed paper, and then from Liana Scrap, it's a digital. And then the kit paper on the other side here. The other side of that ledger paper. More of my coffee dyed papers, just simply stamped with that corner stamp that I have. And then this is the reference, the other side of that reference page, again using some stencils and stamps, some watercolor. Again, I would have like to have added some more splatters, but I'll leave that to whoever gets the journal. Other side of that gorgeous eco-dyed paper, the lace eco-dyed, oh, just gorgeous. I love, love, love this pattern so much. And then another side of the kit. Here we have a little paper bag that I embellished just with some kind of gold half pearls, added some cheesecloth to it, and a medallion from the kit. Inside of here is a journal card that's from the kit, as well as a fun card that I just kind of have. I have these cards from, I bought them a long time ago off of Amazon, and I just like to add little quotes and stuff to my journals, or little inspiration cards. I just think it, you know, I sure as heck love getting, you know, why does that not open? Sorry, I'm just going to fix that because that should not be like that. I just love getting little inspirational things or little quotes. It makes me just, I don't know, it gives me a little boost, makes me happy. But I must have accidentally glued down this little bit here, so I'm going to see if I can unstick it. I mean, I know that this fits in here all right. There, that can fit there, and this can fit here. There we go. There. All is good. And again, that's a page from the gardening book. Again, you can gesso on this side and write on it. You can glue things, whatever you want on there. Some more of that kit paper. More of that washi with that gold kind of embossing on it. So pretty. Other side of that reference page with stamping. This one I didn't do any text on it. I just kept it so that the person could actually write on this page. Another great page to write on. And the kit paper. Other side of that green piece, I added just a little stamp for some interest. And then we have the collaging going around the border. Here is the journal card that we created with the master board, and I added that 3D butterfly, a sticker, and of course kind. I just love that. With a really fun kind of chunky paper clip. I think adding interesting clips and stuff really makes a journal as well. Gives it a little bit more interest, and it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. Part of the kit. And then we're at the back cover, and in here I usually include one of these. They're just little cards that I get again off of Amazon. You rip them open and there's like a little quote inside or a little affirmation in it, and the person can still write on the back maybe what sort of thought was provoked by reading this, or if it, you know, pertained to their life, they can write down how it pertained to their life. And then we have this beautiful monarch sticker on there. I have to find something. Put a little ticket in here yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to put. That's too big, but I'll find something. And then I still have to put my business card in here. But I was just so excited to do this flip through with you. This is just a little, oh goodness me, this is from the kit. It's just almost like a little booklet. So I've just got some fun papers that I got a long time ago at Goodwill. And again, more of the little kit papers in there. Just to create a fun little notebook, just tied with some of that sari silk. And that really finishes up this journal. So if this piques your interest and this is something that you may want to own for yourself, it will be over on my coffee page. So head over there and check that out. Well, I know this is a shorter video for me, but I can't thank you guys enough for joining me today for this flip through. I hope you enjoyed it. And just remember, P.S. I love you. Have a great day, everyone.